Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. It's another beautiful day. Hey, the corn's getting a little high, isn't it? It's not even the 4th of July yet, and they say knee-high, but let's walk over. They say knee-high by the 4th of July, but I think we've surpassed that this year. So I think the farmers have to be happy about that. Let's take a... There it is. That's it's almost chest high by the 4th of July. Looks like the raccoons got out last night and we're busy around here. Crazy little rodents. Get to be a nuisance too, by the way. Stopped by the video library this morning on the way out and picked up Postgrad. That sold last night. We also had a music CD sell last night, and we had a couple items sell yesterday that we came out last night and boxed up, so they're ready to go. I'll let you know what those are here in a second, since I get that door closed. But first, let's get a cup of coffee going and jump into things. So, like I said, we had a couple items sell last night in the store, and we took care of those. Got them already boxed up. This one is a Sparkomatic speaker. Do you remember the Sparkomatic speakers? I'm not even sure if they still make those. If they do, I guess there's their website. Because if they don't, there's nothing showing right there. Anyway, Paul out in California. Oh no, Paul in Massachusetts. I thought it was California. I thought it was CA instead of MA.
A C? You got a C?
Paul in Massachusetts bought the Sparkomatic. I'm sure he's putting that in a classic vehicle of some kind.
Hey, nice car. Beautiful car.
And then Headley.
That's Headley!
Headley in Apple Valley, California. So I did get my California. Got a CA and an MA. Headley bought a wristwatch.
Oh, it's Headley. It is?
And that's a big box for a wristwatch. But it came in its original retail packaging. And I didn't want to mess that up. So it's in here. And it's ready to rock and roll. So those two things are going to head out to the post office.
James, where are we heading?
Nearest post office to contact London.
And then what sold after we got those packaged up last night was Postgrad, which I showed you when I was walking back out of the homestead, and Handel's Messiah, which is a multi-disc set of Handel's Messiah on CD. I'll tell you where they're going in a second, but first we got to package them up. Alright, well I got those two packages out of the way, which is awesome, but I got to clear the bench off here a little bit because I've been doing some cleaning up and testing on electronics. This laptop works.
Get our hands on that laptop! Right.
I just got to put it out of the way.
Just getting it out of the way.
It didn't work at first. It wouldn't power on, but after some finagling, we got it to work again, so that's a good thing. This still has the auction tag on it. Was part of a larger group of things. It's an iPad, as you can see, but it's old school. You can tell by the connector on the bottom of it. And I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Cracked screen right there.
This iPad is not working.
I'm not sure this thing's going to be worth much. And I'll tell you what, the leather case is real sweet, though, even though it's, it's worn. So I'm going to do some research on that and see if it fits, see what model that actually fits and what model that is actually in there. I think that iPad, I don't know if it's worth anything at all. If it's not, well, you know what we'll do with it.
I don't know. Target practice?
All right, so first up this morning is this guy. It's going to go in this white box. We need to seal up the plastic on this, though, the little cellophane cover that we put it in. As we mentioned, if I can get my finger in it, there we go. As we mentioned many times before, we put CDs, DVDs, VHSs even sometimes inside these little plastic sleeves so that we can write the SKU number on it, and it makes it easier for us to find. So not just this number, right? So our custom SKU inside eBay not only has this number, but it has the rest of the locator, like what room it's in, what shelf it's on, what set of shelves rather it's on, and then what shelf of that what actual shelf level it is on that shelf. That's saying shelf a lot.
One more time.
Anyway, we put these inside bubble pack inside the box. I realized that it doesn't necessarily provide the protection that you would normally think bubble pack does, but it secures. If you can get it straight into the bubble pack, it does just fine.
War is a struggle. Struggle breeds greatness.
There we go. It secures it inside the box so it doesn't shake, rattle, and roll. So when we put it in, see how that's just a really nice, fine, tight fit.
That's a tight fit.
And this one is going to Solomon in Reseda, California. We've had a lot going to California today, right? I mean, actually the past few days we've had a lot going to California.
California.
Anyway, we'll get this sealed up, put some tape on that, get it weighed, measured, and shipping label, and get it out to California.
We'll make it to California someday.
All right, next, Handel's Messiah. And right there, already in its cellophane. Actually, this came off the wall rack, so it wasn't in cellophane a few seconds ago, and I just put it in. This one's heading out to Dave in Appleton, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, actually.
Wisconsin, cool.
And it's going to go inside this box, which it should fit in just perfectly once we put some packing paper down in here. Drop in Handel's Messiah. Put a thank you note on top of that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, by the way, I did test this the other day. The 35% off still works.
Thumbs up! Average Joes can play!
And we put another piece of paper on top of that to keep it all nice and tight inside the box. And we will seal that up. Seems like it ought to seal up the other way, right? Oh yeah, that is a better result. And we'll get this shipped off to Wisconsin. So Debbie's running that stuff to the post office today. Frees me up to do some other things. Got the real gig I got to focus on as soon as it gets to be that time. But before that, I'm going to do my 10 listings and or delistings and relistings, just to keep the store fresh, get those old items out, and get those relisted back in with new descriptions, new titles, probably some, alter the photos a little bit, just to make them a little more interesting, a little more appealing to the eBay shopper. So we're going to do that. One of the things I want to strive for on this channel, and this what reminded me of this, is as I got into it, my glares at me into my face. But I want to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. In this particular case, it's the ugly. We're pretty proud of our rating here in the eBay store. We're at 99.1%, and it's been higher this year. I mean, I think we were at 99.7% in January, but we got some negative feedback. And that's one of the issues with dealing with the public, is that it's not all unicorns and rainbows.
I would harness the power of rainbows, unicorns, and sweetness to defend all that is good and just.
And some people just like to be negative, just in general. As you can see, 99.1% of our feedback is positive. It's all good. We get things like fast shipping, item in good condition, really good eBay seller, fast shipping on all of these, right? Because we ship twice a day. Item arrived as described. And then there's this big old red mark right there. And we get like one, maybe two of these a year. And it takes a year for them to fall off and for our rating to go back up. So we endure it. That's why we can't be at 100% positive rating. Obviously, we shipped a Garmin GPS device down to South America.
Who goes to South America?
People go to South America.
And we ship a lot of stuff out of the country, and it usually goes great. 99 point whatever percent of the time, it goes fantastically. But el equipo no prende. Basically, what he said is that the GPS showed up, it didn't work, and it didn't match the photos that were in the eBay description. So the description was wrong, the photos were wrong, and the item didn't work.
Oh, quite wrong!
As you can see, my response, 100% incorrect, because and what I mean by that is that we absolutely shipped exactly what we took photos of. It absolutely worked when it left here. The description was spot on. And here are the photos of the device that we sent out, and pictures of it working. On top of that, the buyer here in South America waited over a month before they left this negative review without reaching out to us. And that's the other thing. We offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you buy something from us, it's not working out, ship it back to us, we'll give you your money back. It's pretty much that simple. And if we've obviously made a mistake somewhere in the listing, or if we've sent you obviously a defective device and it's not worth the effort of returning it, we'll work it out with you, right? Typically what we'll do is we'll give you your money back and tell you to keep it. But if we want it back to inspect it and fix it or resell it again, or if you've just purchased the wrong item, I mean, it doesn't even have to be anything on us. It could be you got it and it's not what you wanted. You can return it within 30 days. We'll give you your money back. Obviously, he didn't go for that plan, or she didn't go for that plan, and didn't reach out, and just like scathingly said, we posted something, listed something, sold them something, and shipped them something that was contrary to what we advertised.
He says that we have broken our word.
And we would never do that. So that's upsetting. Sometimes you try not to let it get to you, but it does get to you. So that's the ugly side of eBay. For those of you thinking of getting into it, that's kind of the ugly side of it.
A bad side, an ugly side.
But we are very proud of all of the good reviews. So let's focus on the greens, right? Correct and described, good customer service, 100% perfect. As described, very fast, secure shipping. Great reviews, and we live for those. Really, that's the wind beneath our wings.
The wind beneath my wing.
So again, not to focus on the negative side of things, because it's not even 1%, right? Of what we deal with. It's less than 1% of what we deal with, and there just are those bad apples out there that don't want to necessarily work things out. If things go wrong, they'd rather just complain.
Let them complain.
But we love the positive stuff, so keep the positive stuff going. And I'm going to get on that listing and delisting right now.
Took some nice pictures and relisted it on the market.
So this broken iPad, an A1395, I've looked it up. If it was working with a good screen, it's worth $12. Frankly, it's trash. So, having worked in technology most of my life, there's something I really like to do to retire old technology, because frankly, it's got it coming. So for those of you that always wanted to get that out of your system, there it is. And if you ever wondered if an iPad could protect you as a shield, the answer is no. It would not. This is what a 1911 would do to it.
Kimber 1911, 45 ACP.
Well, just like that, we became a gun channel. Not really. Actually, you know, maybe it's maybe now it's worth something. We can put it over here on the photographic table here and take some photos of that. And you know, now maybe it's art. Who knows? Debbie's in the eBay room there in the house, working on getting videos labeled. She's still organizing the eBay room in there, making sure everything's cataloged and in the right place so we can find it. And I just finished lunch and I went in there looking for this. John Tucker Must Die.
Exactly. We all want to kill John Tucker.
It sold while I was having lunch. So we'll get that packaged up and get it out in the, maybe this afternoon, get it to the post office, or tomorrow morning. We'll see if something else sells. We'll make a run today. Well, it's almost a quarter till 8 p.m. It's been a long day in the eBay store and with the rest of the world around here. Well, we're getting things wrapped up. As I mentioned earlier, this, John Tucker Must Die, that sold. And right around lunchtime, that sold. And I still haven't packaged it up. Guess we could have got it in this afternoon's run to the post office, but it's going to have to wait until tomorrow. And by the way, it's not like we're making a special run to the post office. The post office is pretty close, and we just happen to be out and about that much during the day. Debbie runs a lot of errands.
Boss like errands to run.
So it just makes sense that if she's out running errands and she's driving by the post office, and we got stuff to go out, might as well drop it off, right? So also this afternoon, we sold this 1964 Kennedy half dollar. So that guy is going out. This is going out Winfield, Kansas. It's going to Tom in Winfield, Kansas.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
We'll get that packaged up. And John Tucker, by the way, that's going to Mason City, Iowa. Thank you, Jamie, out there in Mason City.
Mason? Perry Mason?
We have these two glasses, so, which are pretty nice looking glasses, right? They're going to go to Willis, Texas, to Mason.
My name is Mason. This is Paul Drake.
And those are two vintage Indiana Glass Riviera Blue Colony Whitehall footed tumblers. That's the long name for them. We just like to call them Old Blue.
Hey, Old Blue, what do you have here?
All right, well, hey, thanks for watching. That's going to wrap it up for us for today. Please like and subscribe. We'll try to get videos out to you when we can, and we appreciate you stopping by. We'll catch you next time.